Welcome back to our series, reading without secrets with Mr. Ged. This is the fifth episode. Um, as we uh, as we have already stated before that we don't have secrets uh, for reading. That's why we don't have such a thing as hard passages or easy passages. All passages are alike. Okay. I will go as usual. All what you need to know are your literary terms and your vocab. I will go as usual with this passage. I'm going to read the blurb of the passage, and here is the part that I am interested in the most on the early stages of the humblebee. So I don't know exactly what is a humblebee, but I know what is a bee. So on the early stages of a bee, okay, of the bee. So I'm going to go for the questions. And here's the thing. I'm going to solve question 43 and 44 in the same time. However, when I started reading the question, I know that the question starts from here. The work of newer entomologists differ from that of the older generation. And I didn't know what is entomologists, but I know that the suffix IST means an expert in the field, like biologist. Then what I have to do is to go for the evidence question to find out what was it about, what was the difference between newer and older entomologist. And when I went to question 44, I found that the only word entomologist was located in the second evidence. That meant that the only correct answer is B. So I'm going to go for B to show you 9 to 14. It's the only evidence that said entomologist. 9 to 14. Here is 9 to 14. The older entomologists, yes. What did they do? They divided insects into hasellate or sectorial and manipulate or biting. Okay. So the older entomologists did the division of insects into groups. In the third question was service, line 91. And as I told you before, you need to read the whole sentence. It starts from here. The maxilla in this insect are minute. Minute means tiny, rudimentary, essential, and of no service to the creature. So of no service, that means of no use to the creature. That means it's there maybe for ornament, lezina, and we said that ritual is a tradition and work resource is money or something like that. Then question 46, it asks me to summarize the final paragraph. Then I have two questions concerning paragraphs. One question that asks me about the main idea of the paragraph, and the other question that asks me about the summary of the paragraph. If it is asking about the main idea, well, what I have to do is to read the topic sentence or and the conclusion if I have to, if I did not understand from the topic sentence. However, if he's asking for a summary for the paragraph, I need to read 2-3 sentences from the final paragraph. So the final paragraph starts from here, and it says from line 85, and it says figure 213b shows the minute blade like maxilla of magnificent Lona moth. This is one thing. The second sentence, the maxilla in this insect, it talks about the same subject of the previous sentence. In the third sentence, it says in other moths of the same something, of the same family. So the paragraph talked about different types of moth. And it is here. Some students told me that how about A, it is written there, here, and B, It is written there also in the conclusion of the paragraph. Said yes, but this is a minor idea. He wants a summary of the paragraph. That's why it's maxilla, different types of maxilla in the different kinds of moth. Then the overall text structure. I know that this is a scientific text, so it is not a narrative story. It is not a magazine and a newspaper. However, while it is actually it is an encyclopedia. An encyclopedia is an old book. It was before the internet. It used to include information about science and technology, nature, maybe sometimes geography, all types of knowledge. Question 48 and 49, he's asking about hasselate insects. So what you need to do, and I found out that the only quote that talked about hasselate that has the word hasselate is B. Going to go for B. Here is it. Here is it, among the so-called hasselate insects. It's the only quote, it's the only evidence of the four choices that has the word, that includes the word hasselate. It says among the so-called hasselate insects, the mouth parts vary. I'm done with the question. The mouth parts vary. Vary means different. So they are diverse in organ structures. It didn't talk about jaws. It wasn't there in the quote. It didn't talk about the maxilla. It wasn't there in the quote. It didn't talk about tuber cells. It wasn't in the quote. So again, 48 and 49, he asked me about what about hasselate insects? I didn't find the word hasselate included rather than in the second choice only. So I'm very positive that this is the only evidence for the previous question. Then question 50. In question 50, it says found, line 93. In science and geography, found, the only meaning for found discovered is discovered or explored. So it is discovered, but I need to read the whole sentence to get the idea. Found, line 93, it's there. We have found the maxillae longa. Yes, found, discovered. It has no other meaning in science. 51, the passage is best described as the passage talks about facts, so it is objective and informative. Objective means telling facts. However, subjective means telling opinion, and ambiguous, not clear, patronizing, supporting, sarcastic, humorous. Then the graphic represents which of the figures mentioned in the passage. That is the easiest part. Here is the graphic. The head of the it says the head of the humblebee. All what I have to do is to go through these brackets and numbers of the figures to know what number is that graphic. If you went through the number of the figures, going to find that here in line 61, while in the B, the end of the labium figure 212. So the figure number is 212. Now, I'm done with the passage. Thank you so much. Good luck.